All right. Hello, everybody. Hope y'all having a good sight. Y'all already know it's going to be a collective reading. Now, I did start doing sign readings, but this is how I'm going to do things. I'm going to do a set of signs, and then I'm going to do a collective reading. Then I'm going to get into the next set of signs. But since I finished the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now I'm going to do another collective reading. So, with that being said, take whatever resonate and leave the rest. This could resonate with anybody. You already know how this go. I don't normally say this, but if you feel better to donate to my channel, the information to do that is in the description below the video. It would be greatly appreciated in advance. But anyways, I'm gonna shuffle these cards up. Y'all know how I do things. I'm gonna pull my cards first, and then some tarot, then some telepathy oracle, then some lost girl, man, woman, the high priestess. Okay. One time for the one time. All right, hold on, y'all, cause my lips struck. All right, better. Now let's get into this line. Spirits, may I please have the messages for the collective? Everything is messy, so there could be a messy situation going on because it's calls everywhere. All right, so let's get this thing started. So, collective, you could have an upcoming appointment. This could be an appointment of any kind. You know what you have. It could be a hair appointment, doctor's appointment with someone about something, but you can have an upcoming appointment. Why I pulled this car out? It was said, I ain't got time for this shit today. Shaking my head, yo. I don't want to say it. So you can have an upcoming appointment when it comes to your vagina. So this could be a female that I'm talking to, or someone could just feel this way about you, collective. They could feel like you are tight like a virgin. And then we have allergic. But you could be allergic to this person, or you could be going to an appointment. This could be an upcoming appointment because you could realize that you're allergic to something. So I don't know if you switch soaps or a certain uh body lotion, something that you put on your body that you may have allergic reaction to. Like I said, if you just switched up and you're not using what you normally use, maybe you wanted to try something different, but whatever it is, maybe it caused a reaction down there to pretty much scare you a little bit and scare you into making an appointment. And on this appointment, you're going to find out that you're actually allergic to whatever it is. And then we have in recovery from surgery. So you could be in recovery from surgery. So I don't know. If you're in recovery from surgery, maybe they gave you some sort of antibiotics or something that you're allergic to, and you could be finding this out that whatever they gave you in order to help your recovery could very much so make you realize that you're actually allergic to whatever that antibody antibiotic is. Because it could be causing a unknown reaction that you're not used to. You could be an older woman, and then we have using anyone they can to try and intimidate you. So also what I'm getting to, if you had some other surgery, like when it comes to your body, you got something done on your body, you could be recovering from that too. But still, like I said, whatever they gave you to heal through the process, you're allergic to. But there could be someone that is using anyone they can to try and intimidate you. I don't know if they're trying to intimidate you when it comes to looks. Maybe they want you to feel some type of way because they feel like you're tight like a virgin, but they can't get none. So, because they can't get none and they feel like you are this way, they may be placing things, placing people, like it says, using anyone. So I'm gonna say placing people in front of you in your area, in your midst, to make you feel some sort of way because they are mad because they can't get this virgin like vagina. I'm just saying. And then we have a 20-year sentence. So whoever this person was that was doing this, they could be getting ready to do a 20-year sentence for something they have been doing, whether to you or just in general. I don't know who this person is, what they're into, but obviously, whatever they are into has gotten them here. So if they aren't there yet serving this 20-year sentence, they could be just getting the news, just about to receive the news that they have to serve a 20-year sentence for something they have been doing. And we have a karmic feminine. So this could be a karmic feminine. This karmic feminine could be serving this 20 years, maybe because they have been jealous of you, collective, and that's why they could have been trying to use anyone they can to try and intimidate you, because maybe there is talks around town that you are tight like a virgin and they don't like that. Maybe they are someone that is loose like a goose because they are karmic. And also, if it's not that scenario, I'm also getting there could be, if this isn't a woman, it could also be a male that was using anyone they can to try and intimidate you, like I said the first time. So if this is a male, they could have been using karmic feminines to try and intimidate you. And whatever they had these karmic feminines doing to try and intimidate you was incriminating. But because they was the ringleader in all of this, they are serving this 20-year sentence. Not only them, but some of these karmic feminines could be going down with them. But this is all due to not only jealousy, but also to, like I said, what's been orchestrated because someone can't get what they want out of you because they know what you obtain. They know what you have down there, and they went to extreme measures to seek revenge because they could not get it. This could be someone that hates your hustle, or one of these karmic feminines that is involved in this. They could hate your hustle. Maybe you are a hustler, you hustle a lot, you get to a bag, and these people don't like that about you. So not only do you got that good ish, but you a hustler. You know how to hustle, you know how to move, you got motion. So they could have been telling lies. So whoever they got to try to intimidate you, they could have been telling all kind of lies to these people, collective, because they wanted these people to go against you so bad. And the only way they felt that they could get them to go against you is to tell lies. Because telling the truth, I mean, why would people want to do anything mm, but love you? So we have university. So you could be in some sort of university of some sort if you're in school right now, learning something, getting a license of some sort. Or you could be dealing with someone that's in a university. They could stay at a university which they education at, or one of these karmics can stay at a university. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. So, and then we had lied on the stand. So, hello. So, someone could have lied on the stand. Like I said, this could be either someone who works, learns, or lives on campus at whatever university this is, or someone could have lied on someone that lives, work, or learns from a university. And they could have lied on the stand in regards to them. Maybe they lied on the stand in regards to why they did what they did to even come to the point of getting a 20-year sentence. So maybe this person or these people had to tell lies on the stand in order to make it seem like they had a reason to do what they did. So they pretty much was trying to justify what they were doing to you, collective. So they were lying on the stand. Maybe they got caught up for these lies. Maybe the time wasn't even at 20 years. So the sentence could have been lower than that. This could have been like a 5-year sentence, 2-year sentence. But because they lied on the stand, they could have racked more time on a sentence for lying when they should have just told the truth and took whatever sentence that was given to them to begin with. But they decided to make the situation worse. This could be someone who is in their early 30s, or collective, you could be in your early 30s. Or this could be a lot of people in their early 30s. So you could be in your early 30s as well as dealing with people in their early 30s, or you could be older but dealing with people in their early 30s. Either way, you know what fits your situation. You could be a thick black woman that I'm speaking to that's in their early 30s. So if you are the one in your early 30s, You could be dealing with the older woman. So one of these karmics could be an older woman that came up against you. Then we have feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. This is an old card. I would have to rewrite this. This is a little sloppy. But wherever these people lied on you about, collective, it could have put you in a position to where you felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulders, because maybe the lie was so believable that it had a lot of people coming up against you. Maybe they conjured up some sort of proof to where whatever lie told, it actually looked real because of whatever they brought to the table to be able to try and prove or show that whatever they were saying was true, even though in fact it was a lie. So you could be an Aquarius female, or there could be an Aquarius female that came up against you. So this could be one of the karmics if this is your sign, collective. Or maybe there could be an Aquarius female, like I said, if they are one of these karmics, they could be feeling like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. If they're if they are one of these karmics that's receiving this sentence for lying on the stand about you, collective. So it could have been all fun and games trying to intimidate you and lie on you until they receive this sentence, and now they feeling like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. The name Marcus could be significant. So this is the only male out here so far. So Marcus could have orchestrated for, or not even orchestrated, but gathered anyone they could to try and intimidate you by lying on you. And they could have been working with karmics, like I said, and one of these karmics that they were working with is a Aquarius female, or was an Aquarius female if we're speaking past tense. They could drive a white car. Either Marcus can, or this Aquarius female could drive a white car, or you could drive a white car, collective. Then we have paying people to stalk you. So I guess one of the ways they were trying to intimidate you was to get people to stalk you. So you could have realized that there was a lot of people stalking you, and you could have wondered, why are these people stalking you? For one, they could have been stalking you due to these lies that were told to them. In order for it to be acceptable for them to accept payment to stalk you and try to intimidate you. You could have blue eyes, or someone in the situation that came up against you could have blue eyes. Now, any one of these people could have been paying people to stalk you. Someone with blue eyes could have been paying people to stalk you. Maybe whoever Marcus is, they could have told these people to try and intimidate you and stalk you, but maybe other people, these karmics that they had in on this, maybe they had to pay people just for people to stalk you. So maybe some people really wasn't willing to just do it willy-nilly, so they offered them money. And some of these people took it and started stalking you. So we have judge making wrong judgments to get a check. So there could be a judge in all of this making wrong judgments to get a check. I don't know if this judge is being found out about, and they could also be receiving 20 years for letting this go down because their job is to uphold justice, and they did the complete opposite because they were paid. They could have been paid off by someone with blue eyes. Maybe whoever this is with blue eyes, they could work at some sort of university, and this could have been the person that lied on the stand due to the lies and payment of these other karmics involved working with Marcus. So they could have done something, like I said, for these lies to fit, and the judge could know the truth in the situation, but because they got paid, they decided to allow these people to lie on the stand. So if they're lying on the stand, they're going to make the judgment go in these people's favor and not yours, obviously. Oh, wow, that's what's up. Shit, if they got more for doing that shit, good. That's what they deserve. Hey. And you could be going to a concert of some sort, or you could have recently went to a concert collective, or you could be invited to go to a concert, or someone could have got picked up at a concert. So they could have been enjoying their time at this concert to only be met with put your hands behind your anything you say or do. Hey yo, they probably did. I don't know. And we have energetic pull to you. So someone could have an energetic pull to you. Like I said, one of the scenarios, they could want to invite you to a concert. Maybe they want to take you on a date to a concert. You could be someone who's never been to a concert or don't really get out much. So someone that has an energetic pull to you could be offering you to go out or be their plus one to this concert. Maybe they got some tickets to a concert and don't know who to go with, and because they feel an energetic pull to you, they had you in mind and they could have offered you this or will be. And then we have taking your power back. So you could be taking your power back. Now, if it's not that scenario, you could be taking your power back from someone who felt they had an energetic pull to you. This could be someone that just didn't want to leave you alone. Like I said, they feel like you are tight like a virgin. So that right there was reason enough for them to not want to leave you alone. So that's why they did all this BS. But you could be taking your power back from this person or getting your power back once they are no longer free. You could have dimples, or someone else in the situation could have dimples. This could be any kind of dimples, face dimples, back dimples, or somebody could have a nickname Dimples. Shit, I don't know. And we have husband. So someone's husband could be involved in all this, or this person that was after you, they could be someone's husband and still ain't want to let go of you. And then we have the DR. So someone could be from the Dominican Republic. This could be someone's husband. Hmm. Or someone's husband could be married to someone that is Dominican. Well, you know what I mean. Somebody could be married to someone that's Dominican. And like I said, their nickname could be Dimples. This could be a nickname that they gave them. Mm, that's weird. So maybe this was a married couple that was coming up against you, collective. And I don't know if you had some sort of dealings with the husband, but if you did, the husband never let go of you because, like I said, they feel like you got that good, good, that tight, tight, and whoever they're married to may not be so much, or they may just be tired of having that every night. I don't know. I gotta get some more cards out. I'll wait. Any more, spirit? Any more? And why would they fall on Tifla? Yeah. All right, these came out first. Bear with me, y'all. I have my ass together. Yep, up. Side chick. So, like I said, you could have been the side chick to this husband energy. Whoever husband this is, you know who it is, but you could have been the side chick, or they could have wanted you to be the side chick. Or if this is your husband that you're taking your power back from, they could have had a side chick named Dimples. Hello. And they could have met this side chick. I don't know if this was a vacation to the Dominican Republic. They could have met this side chick. They could have met them at a concert. I don't know. Or maybe you met your husband at a concert in the DR. But however, they got a side chick, or you was the side chick. Or the side chick could be a Gemini female. So, collective, if you are not a Gemini female, there was a Gemini female who was a side chick to your husband. And this side chick, this Gemini female, is Dominican. They're from the Dominican Republic. Now, they could have dimples. And we have illegal monitoring. No, I can't talk. So, whoever this Gemini female is that was the side chick to you and your husband, or if this wasn't your husband, you just saw someone as your husband, y'all was that close, y'all had a good relationship to your knowledge, enough so to where you considered them to be your husband. It could be that too. But whoever this Gemini female that was the side chick to your marriage or your partner, they could be illegally monitoring you. So they could be one of these karmic feminines involved in this situation. That could be about to get 20 years for all these intimidation tactics. Now, I don't know if this is about these karmics wanting you to leave this husband or not wanting you guys to get married. Maybe they knew whoever this husband energy is was someone who wanted to marry you, and they could have done a lot of things to try and intimidate you, weigh you down, and all that. Monitor you to be able to do things to bring you to a certain point. Like I said, if you are this energy feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulder, they did this on purpose because they knew that this energy wanted to marry you or saw you as marriage material. But this side chick got out of hand with things and started taking things to the next level because maybe they wanted to be the wife in this situation. And also, I'm getting to maybe your husband or someone that saw themselves as your husband collective. Maybe you left this person in the past, and because you left and they could no longer get that good, that tight like a virgin on her, they could have started pillow talking to karmic feminines about you because maybe they wanted to be comforted in the situation or seem like they was right in the situation. But them pillow talking to these karmics could have made these karmics upset. Hello. To the point where they start doing things that they weren't supposed to do and so do. So maybe this husband energy or somebody wanted to be your husband. They only wanted these people to watch you because they still wanted you. And they were mad that they couldn't get that, like I said, any longer. So they could have paid people to watch you, had people watching you. They could have told some lies, like I said, to make it seem like they were right in the situation and you were wrong for walking away, what so have you. But talked to the wrong people. They got the wrong people to do this because these are the same people that wanted to be side chicks to you guys' relationship or marriage. And they wanted the person for themselves. So, being as though they wanted the person for themselves, they started doing extra things, going to the extreme. So, they went from not just watching you, and the intimidation part could have first begun with just trying to intimidate you as far as your position with the person. Like your position in a person's heart could be replaced. So it could have been as small as that at first. Just sending people to watch you and all that good stuff. And it turned drastic because these karmic feminines wanted this masculine who is either your husband or wanted to be your husband or wants to be your husband. So they start taking things to the extreme and doing things out of the ordinary, and whatever they did in the situation could have caused them and resulted in them getting 20 sentence. That's what I'm getting. Now, there could have been several people trying to do things to you, or there could have been, well, I got two masculines out here so far, a husband and whoever Marcus is. So if Marcus isn't this husband, then you have two masculines who could have been orchestrating at the same time. So they both could have been lying about you to people. So Marcus had their set of karmics, and whoever this husband or want to be husband is, hello, they could had their own group of karmic feminines doing things. So that could be the reason why you felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulders, because you had people from different sides doing things towards you, all because of lies that were told from masculines that you dealt with. And we got Skycrest Apartment Security. So you could have recently visited Skycrest Apartments, or you could live in Skycrest Apartments, just visited Skycrest Apartments for some reason, but there could be security there who was told by this side chick. Maybe they know this person in some way, shape, or form. Maybe due to them illegally monitoring you and know where you're going to be at, when you're going to be there, they could have contacted this security and told them to do something, told them to illegally monitor you or do something that they weren't supposed to do. So if you notice some strange behavior while at these apartments, this Gemini female is the reason why. Excuse me. And we have Philadelphia. So this Gemini female could be in Philadelphia. You could be from Philadelphia, collective, reside, traveling to or from. This whole situation could have started in Philadelphia. So most of these karmics and these masculines could live in Philadelphia. And then we have the name Sean could be significant. So I don't know if this security officer is named Sean. And we have hair appointment. So if it ain't a doctor's appointment that you got upcoming, mhm, it could be a hair appointment, mhm, or you could be having both. And maybe you need to make a hair appointment. Maybe you feel like it's that time. You could be someone who is single, collective. And the fact that you're single is probably why these masculines is losing their marbles and telling people to watch you, because maybe they don't want you to have any other lovers in your life because they still want you, or they still want what you have, what you come with. Because these karmic feminines could just not be doing it for them, obviously, if they're still wanting and harping over you to the point that they would get people to watch you. And then we have a lesbian female group. So some of these females could be lesbians, collective. And the fact that these masculines pillow talked and told them certain things. Now, there could have been lies in it, and then there could have been truths to it as well. But all they know is this is why they're so harped up. So maybe even they got the lesbian females on your top. So some of them could be on your top because they want to experience that too. They want to know what it's like. Shaking my head. Didn't I say this was a messy situation from the start? But we have Top Golf. So you could have just went to Top Golf, got a little session of golfing, or maybe one of these lesbians did, or they could have went as a group to Top Golf. Maybe this is something that they like to do. And while they're top golfing it up, they could be gossiping as well about someone who is single. Could be you collective. And we have love spells. So they could have been doing love spells on you, collective. Like I said, they wanted a piece too. So they could have been doing these love spells on you, hoping that they would get a chance, hoping that you would fall in love, hope, hope, hoping that you would start falling for them, hoping you would want to be a part of this lesbian female group. So, like I said, if the masculines are dealing with these females, they could like that type. So they could be very well, much so interested in lesbian females. And maybe you are somebody who is not. So maybe these lesbian females felt like they had to do love spells on you to try to get you to turn over to the other side, which is their side. Whether it worked or not, I don't know. You know that, collective, I don't. And we have getting to know each other. So you could be getting to know someone at this time, or maybe someone from this lesbian female group is getting to know you, and maybe you're getting to know them in some way, shape, or form. I know. Or maybe this is what they wanted the love spell to do. Maybe they was hoping that this love spell would get you to want to get to know them. Thank you. And we have wasting time. So someone could be wasting time in a situation. If this is someone that wants to come and get to know you outside of this lesbian female group, they could be wasting time, or maybe one of them, like I said, they could have been sent in to get to know you on how to come at you so that their love spells could work better. Mhm. Or they could get their foot in the door. But whoever they chose to come towards you could be wasting time. I know that's right. I feel the same. Oh. Then we have their little shit. So whoever is wasting time when it comes to trying to get to know you, they could view you as their little shit. I don't know how if they wasting time, like what's wrong with you? But that's what they could view you as. Maybe they have called you this, even if you don't even really know them like that. You could have talked to them just a few times and they could have called you their little shit. It was okay. And then we have pretending to be on the up and up. Mm. So whoever this is that they sent to try and get to know you, that's wasting time. They could be wasting time because they know they have to pretend to be on the up and up. Maybe they have something to do with these people. Like I said, they could have been sent in to come towards you, collective, sent in to deter you away from something or someone, or do something to you that they're not supposed to be doing. Like I said, Obviously, they're not on the up and up. They coming in with ill intentions because if you have to pretend to be on the up and up, you damn sure ain't on the up and up. So we have Thanksgiving here. So something could have happened on Thanksgiving, or they could be planning something to happen on Thanksgiving. So maybe this person is wasting time thinking that the more time that goes by, maybe you will feel more comfortable, or maybe they'll have their facade down packed by the time they come towards you. So they could be planning to do this on Thanksgiving, on a holiday. Maybe they, like I said earlier in the reading, they could want to take you out. Up until we get Top Boy LGBTQ. If you don't know what that means, we all know that they're a part of the LGBTQ community. I know that much. I don't know all the abbreviations, but I know as far as that much. So, whoever this is, they could be pretending to be on the up and up because really this is either a down low male or someone that's strictly into males, but they have to pretend to be into women so they could get away with whatever they're trying to do to you, collective. Hmm. So, whoever is coming to get to know you, or whoever you just encountered that you could be in a process of getting to know now, I'll be cautious. Maybe this person, like I said, is wasting time trying to really pace things because they're pretending and they don't want you to figure them out, so they could be trying to keep their distance. But yeah, really watch out for that. Really be careful. Watch for, you say you been what? Serious. Oh. OMG. Really, Jordan? OMG. Yeah. But yeah, so whatever they try and do, they coming in with a ulterior motive, collective. Maybe these people are trying to get you to deal with people like this that go both ways, collective. Like I said, you could be someone who is strictly dickly and they're trying to get you to go both ways. So they're trying to get you to like females, not only for you to like females, but they want you to also be okay with dealing with men who like other men and deal with other men. Okay? Hey, yo, you out of pocket. How you getting aggravated? Yo, you funny tonight. You is hilarious. I don't even know you. And if I do know you, because I do know Ever Jordan, you playing. Oh, how old is you? Let's see if any more will come out. Woo. So yeah, pretty much to sum this thing up, people just trying to get you to deal with that. So, damn, I only got one card so far. So whoever this top boy is, that you getting to know could be a Sagittarius male or trying to come towards you to get to know you. They could be a Sagittarius male, but they could be a top boy. So, like I said, be careful. Any last messages for the collective spirit? You a Leo? Oh, okay. So we got CCTV. So collective, this Sagittarius male is probably trying to come in and have an encounter with you and have it put on CCTV. Or you could be on CCTV right now, or these people could have had you on CCTV through illegally monitoring you. So they could have placed some sort of cameras or something around you. Or, like I said, whatever encounter is with this Sagittarius male is going to lead to it being on CCTV. So, like I said, if you are someone that never been to a concert, this could be the person coming towards you because they know that you are single, and they could be wanting to take you out on a date, take you to a concert, say that they got some tickets and they want you to be their plus one because maybe you guys could have just met, or maybe you didn't meet this person yet, but they could say they want to take you out on a date, and that date could be for you to go to a concert with them. And you guys probably will have some dinner afterwards and have some drinks. And whatever it is, they think that it will be enough for you to sleep with them, because whatever they're trying to do with you or to you, they want to put it on CCTV. Then we have no time for them or you. So you could be having no time for this person, collective, or showing them that you don't have any time for them, or maybe they feel like you don't have any time for them. Because, like I said, maybe you guys aren't really talking. Maybe you guys got through the initial stage. Y'all met, y'all probably talked like a few times, once or twice, something like that. So they could view you as having no time for them. Or they could be someone who has no time for you. Like I said, they could be distant, they could be not really reaching out like that. But that's all a part of the plan, because they are just wasting time to try to get themselves together in order to be able to pretend when they come towards you. Mhm. So they could be trying to pretend like they just want to be with you and only you to get you wrapped up into this. Now, like I said, with everybody pillow talking to their karmics and stuff, this could be people that deal with multiple parties. So maybe the fact that these people didn't want you to have someone as your husband, or they didn't want someone to marry you. So they conjured up this idea to try and get you on board with what they had going on, or even to try to get you caught up into a marriage to get you down with what they got going on when it comes to these lesbians and these top boys. So this could be swingers of some sort. so they could deal with each other. The men deal with men and females. The females deal with females and men. They could have came up with an idea to try to get you wrapped up into this so someone could be pretending like they really want to get to know you when really they just want to pull you into this, and they feel like they could do that by whining and dining you to the point where you will want to get in bed with them, and they'll have you on CCTV. Now, maybe this CCTV part, whatever they're going to get on the CCTV, could be used as a form of blackmail. Maybe because they are involved with some of these people that's been stalking you, trying to intimidate you, illegally monitoring you. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but it look like it's about to rain, dog. It's only 3 o'clock. Chill. Like, and it just, hey, yo, it just thundered too. Like, yeah, it's about to rain. Yeah, bitch. But anyway, so yeah, hello. So yeah, that could be their plan. I don't know if they're trying to get you caught up in regards to a court date, or even who orchestrated this, because maybe there are some people in high places that did some things that they shouldn't have, like lying on the stand and this judge making a wrong judgment. So, because this judge made this wrong judgment and they know they were bribed, they received some sort of payment. I need some light, I'm sure. I be having it dark. They received some sort of payment to make this wrong judgment. Now they feel like they have to bring someone in to try and get you caught up. So maybe you got knowledge of this judge making a wrong judgment, or even got knowledge about different parties involved in this situation doing some things that they've been doing towards you, collective, that is criminal. And the only way they feel like they will not be outed or go down for this is to get you caught up with them. So either they don't want to get caught up by getting you caught up, or they want you to be brought down right along with them. So this is their plan. So maybe they're planning to do this by Thanksgiving. And we have toxic, of course. So you could be dealing with a lot of people who's toxic and karmic. And then we have a Scorpio female. So a Scorpio female that's toxic, they could be on CCTV doing something, or they could be the main party dealing with this Sagittarius male who's telling them to come in and do this. So they could be planning this out with this Scorpio female. Or collective, you could be a Scorpio female or have Scorpio in your chart. But that's just where it's at with it. So if you didn't know, now you know what these people planning. So I'd be careful who comes in. Maybe this person gonna be pretending until Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little ways from here though now. So we pull some tarot. Okay, Spirit, please give me the messages for the collective. For the collective. What are the messages? Connected anymore. Anymore. Yep. Messages. All right, we'll take that for now. All right. I see a lot of reversals already, so you know this shit toxic. And I already said it was messy from the beginning. But we got the Emperor in the reverse. So there could be an Aries involved in all of this. Now, the Emperor is normally someone who sits in power, who's a authoritative figure of some sort. So I don't know if they were this judge that made the wrong decision in a situation, but they very much so could be. Because whoever this emperor in reverse is, they had an abuse of power. So they were abusing their power. They were very stubborn. They had a lack of discipline, a lack of control, and they are an absent father. Now, this could be someone's father that's involved in this situation. And maybe that's why it was so easy for them to take this money as well, to make a wrong judgment because they are someone's father that is involved in all of this. But they could have father-child relationship problems. So maybe they took this bribe and felt like they were doing their child a favor because they are normally someone who has problems with their child and they wanted to make their relationship better and they felt like this would get their foot in the door and make everything right for them doing a favor so big for them. And then we have the chariot in the reverse, Cancer energy. So there could be a Cancer involved, or this Aries energy, this Emperor in the reverse could be the father of a Cancer that is involved, male or female. But the Chariot, I will go more towards a female, but it's kind of both. But this is someone who is assertive. They have a lack of direction, a lack of self control, and a sense of powerlessness. And they could be very aggressive. So, sound like traits of this emperor in the reverse, don't it? So, yeah, they could very much so be the child of this emperor in the reverse, this judge, if this is the judge in the situation. And then we have transition in the reverse as well, Aquarius energy. So we already pulled out Aquarius female, but there could also be an Aquarius male involved as well. But whoever this Aquarius is in a situation, there could be troubles that is arriving to this person. Like I said, they could be one of the people getting caught up receiving this 20-year sentence. So, like I said, this could be making them feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders because this trouble could have arrived suddenly. So they could have been living it up, like I said, if they were the ones at this concert having a good time. Maybe they got locked up at this concert. So it was sudden. Or maybe trouble came towards them when they was trying to get away from a situation. You see them in the boat trying to get away. And upright, yeah, that is moving on. Moving to calmer waters, overcoming, escaping. So in the reverse, they ain't escaped shit. So they ain't escaped not a damn thing. So this Aquarius could very much so be caught up. They could be jumping from the frying pan into the fire. So yeah, they definitely caught up, collective. And it says lack of progress. So whatever it is that they was planning next, it could be a lack of progress because they didn't got their ass caught up. Now, due to this person getting caught up, there could be some other people getting caught up as well because whoever the Aquarius is, they can be snitching once they see this sentence that they have. So they could be wanting to let this next plan or this final plan be known to the courts. Maybe this time around, the judge that they have isn't the judge who made a wrong decision. This could be a totally different judge. And whoever this different judge is, they don't even know about this situation, but this Aquarius gonna let it be known because I doubt they're gonna want to go down by themselves. So this emperor could very much so be getting this 20 years as well, if not more, because they are a judge. Along with this cancer. So this could be the first two people that they bringing down with them. So as soon as they go, once they get talking, those the main two people they gonna bring down with them. Hmm. Or the judge being brought down, whoever is bringing this judge down, they gonna want to know why they even had a part in the situation to begin with. And that's when it's gonna be told about their child, or there's gonna be some records found of them getting paid, or some sort of paper trail leading them back to them getting bribed. And we have the Page of Swords and the upright Gemini energy. So there could be a Gemini energy who is curious. They could be curious about the situation. Maybe they don't know too much. Maybe they don't know the depths of the situation. So they could know enough, but not too much. So they could be curious when it comes to someone or how much someone knows, or curious in regards to how the situation is going or what position all of this puts them in now. So they could be wanting to message someone, but they could be delaying this message. They could be trying to be patient with the situation. Maybe they're waiting on someone to relay back some information to them. Maybe they were texting back and forth with this person, but they could realize that the messages were delayed. Now, I don't know if this is someone that was communicating with this Aquarius, and while communicating with this Aquarius, they could have noticed that communication was delayed, their messages was delayed, and it could have been delayed because they got their ass picked up. So, so this person was trying to remain patient in this situation. And they could be coming up with ideas in their head of why communication is delayed, but they could be trying to be inspired in regards to a situation, think on the positive side. They could be trying to plan something. They could be protective at this time, defensive, and thinking before they speak. So if they're not waiting on communication from someone, they want to communicate with someone. They could want to communicate with you, collective, because maybe they're, like I said, curious to what you know in regards to the situation, or they could just be curious about you in general. Because, like I said, there could have been a lot of lies going around about you. And this, the truth could be coming out about this, so this person could be curious about you, collective. And then we have the devil and the reverse Capricorn energy. So there could be a Capricorn that is also involved in all this. They are imbalanced at this time. Maybe they are imbalanced due to this Aquarius getting picked up. So everybody could be on their toes at this time because they don't know what's going to happen next. Everybody could be curious. It could be filled with conflict or wanting to start conflict because of what they know in regards to the status of this situation. They could have had a lack of perspective, so they could have started some conflict or even involved themselves in the conflict because of the lack of perspective that they had in regards to a situation or a person that they decided to come up against. So they could be in disharmony, and they could be someone who antagonize or be then dealing with, it's raining, y'all, be dealing with antagonism or I can't speak right now. Whatever. We're not gonna say that. But this Capricorn could be very imbalanced, like I said. So people are just in the reverse at this time. They could be upset. They could be upset about this Aquarius getting picked up. They could be upset if they have knowledge that this person started talking already, collective. They could be upset that they thought they had this plan all figured out and now this plan has been stopped. It is a lack of progress because someone in the camp has went down, and they could be scared. Scared, scared, scared. I need some more light. It's too dark in for sure. Hey yo, it's raining, it's pouring. These people always pouring. Say no, let me stop. Maybe cut it out because I'm retired. I'm a change one. Get a nerve. Very one same, but I one same. I hate when my shuffles messing up like that. Anymore. Yes, it is for this reading spirit. I ain't want all that, but okay. Okay. Mm. So we got marriage in the reverse. So, like I said, if someone wanted to come and marry you, collective, it could not be happening. Or if they're already married, they could be in an unhappy home. They could have an unhappy home, an unhappy family life with someone, a dysfunctional family with someone, collective. If this is someone you have a family with, collective, you guys could have had an unhappy home. Like I said, it's Pisces energy. And then we have the magician in the reverse as well. So these people could realize that they wasted their talent. They could have realized that they were in an illusion to think that they were going to actually pull this off, whatever this plot and plan is against you, collective. They could be very deceitful, or they could have been very deceitful. As we know, they toxic as hell and karmic. So yeah, they was full of deceit and negativity. I'm a giver. You could be good though. You ain't I'm a third. You could be good though. You ain't gotta be the Capricorn involved in this. But yeah, these people can realize that they were magicians in reverse. Maybe they felt like through these love spells that they were true magicians and they could make some shit happen, only to realize that they ain't no real magicians, or they shit is a little weak, you know what I'm saying? Because shit ain't go as planned. They feel like they were in an illusion. Hey Virgo, me too. Well, you can't really see it that way. Hi, hi. So that Virgo. All right. And then we got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Peace and prosperity to all divine collective family. And I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. Indeedy. We also got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Libra energy. So there could also be a Libra involved, or collective. You could have Libra in your chart. Now it could go either way. If there's a Queen of Cups in a reverse that's a Libra, they can have emotional immaturity. They could be insecure, and they could lack trust and lack direction. Now, if this isn't a Libra that's also involved in all this when coming up against you, collective, this could be the energy that they wanted you in, collective. They wanted you to be emotionally immature in order for you to allow certain people that they sent towards you to come in, or certain things to work on you. They could have been targeting your third eye. So we have here that's your third eye symbol, so that you can have a lack of direction. So you can have a lack of trust in self, in order for you not to have the right judgment, have discernment to know who was on the up and up and who wasn't. So they could have wanted you in this Queen of Cups in reverse energy. So, like I said, they could have thought they were magicians doing work on you, targeting your third eye. Could have been targeting other chakras, as such as your throat chakra. It's just your throat chakra symbol, as well as your root chakra. This is your root chakra symbol, which we got that out here one, two, three, four times. So they definitely was coming for your root chakra more than anything. And as well as, like I said, throat chakra and your heart chakra. So they could have been targeting these things, collective, to try and make things go in their favor, make you bend and do what they wanted you to do so they could have the outcome that they wanted to have in the situation. But they realized they didn't go that way. Now they could have been trying to do this by trying to make you waste your talent, because they could have had you in a illusion, or tried to have you in a illusion by being deceitful and negative towards you, and just having this surrounded all around you. Like I said, these people were trying to use anyone that they could to try and intimidate you. So they did this in multiple ways. But they wanted you to be around nothing but deceit, nothing but deceitful people, nothing but negativity surrounding you, nothing but negative people that you were encountering, just to throw off your trust so you wouldn't be able to trust anyone. I feel like you couldn't trust yourself because they could have made you made you feel like you weren't making the right decision. So maybe you felt like it was something about you that was wrong when really it was just what these people were orchestrating. And then we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse as well. This is Sagittarius energy, as we already pulled a Sagittarius male out here, but this could be female as well. But I'm going to say male right now for this Ace of Wands because they're holding a wand. Holding a wand, a lot of tarot readers represent, say that the stick represents, the stick. But this stick got a lot of leaves on it. So I don't know. Like I said, whoever this Sagittarius male is, I wouldn't trust him. Cause he probably burning with something. Cause why the hand why the hand lit up like that? Like like it's causing some sort of friction from holding the stick. So maybe they could realize they burning when they trying to, you know what I'm saying? But they could, but that's all because they are what? And that's probably how they got burnt. Maybe they wanted to encounter you and had that shit on CCTV so they could say you was the one that did it, collective. Because maybe this is someone that's used to pretending like they on the up and up, like they straight. So they could do this to a lot of women. A lot of women probably think that this person is straight. They probably come off as straight. They probably look straight, dress straight, all that. The whole time they like men for real. So this Sagittarius could be indecisive at this time. Like I said, they could be wasting time because they don't know how to come in towards you now. They could feel like things is a missed opportunity or it's a missed opportunity to come in and do this collective. Maybe because, like I said, they found out that someone got picked up and they running their mouth, or they could find out that you know what the plot is collective and they ain't gonna be able to come towards you on that bullshit. So either way, how it's going, they could feel like they wasted their talent, they wasted their time and their potential in the situation. Now, if this is a Sagittarius female, they could have got burnt by a burning wand, someone who is a top boy. No matter how it's going, male or female. The thing was to get you on CCTV to use as blackmail for you to go down for what they've been doing. Hello, everybody. So they wanted you to seem like you were a part of these LGBTQ groups. But if this is a Sagittarius female, they could be infertile. So they cannot have kids because of this or children because of this. They could not get pregnant or they could have a hard time getting pregnant because of this, whatever it is that they have. And they could have also been attacking your crown chakra because, like I said, they didn't want you to see what was really going on beneath the surface. They wanted to be able to pretend to be on the up and up, knowing that they were having a ulterior motive, either sending someone in with the ulterior motive or them themselves coming in with this ulterior motive to make you go down for something you had nothing to do with. And then we have friendship in the reverse, Cancer energy. So there could be a Cancer involved, as we already said. This could be the daughter or son to this judge, this Aries, this Emperor energy. So this Cancer energy, they could overindulge a lot. They could overindulge in partying, drinking, living it up, the nightlife, maybe even drugs, whatever they do, they could overindulge in that. They could be a bitch as well. It could be very bitchy, like to get their way type shit. And they could have a lack of a social life. So maybe this person really don't have friends for real. So when they do come around certain people, they could overindulge, like I said, with these people to try and fit into the crowd. See, they're all happy. It seems like they're getting along. But maybe there's somebody that, like I said, don't really have a social life, lack a social life. Maybe they don't know how to speak to people, get in with people. So, like I said, they could have started indulging in certain things, maybe even things that they didn't even used to do to be able to fit in and actually have a social life because they didn't. But people can know that this person is a bitch, so that's probably why they don't have a social life for real. So people cannot like really being around this Cancer female. If it's a bitch, it probably is a female or a nigga and bitch energy, however it's going. And then we have the King of Pentacles also in the reverse, Taurus energy. So Taurus could also be involved in all this. And this Taurus, they could be a man with no foundation. They could be unsuccessful, a unsuccessful businessman. So maybe they have a business of some sort. Hello. Maybe they have a business of some sort that is unsuccessful. Or maybe they view themselves as such. They could be corrupt, and them being corrupt is maybe why they are an unsuccessful businessman, because you don't do business right. And then we have extortionate. So they like to extort people. So, yeah, these people could have tried to extort you, collective. And their way of trying to extort you would have been through blackmail. So, like I said, they've been attacking your third eye heavy as just as much as your root chakra. So those are the main two chakras that they've been trying to hit to throw you off, collective. So they could have had different people hitting different things. So this could be a group of magicians as well. So they all could be magicians. They all could dab in spell work, witchcraft, or whatever they do. So if they are magicians, like I said, They could have had this judge doing root work, or they could have been doing root work on this judge, this Aries energy. And then we have this Cancer. They could have been the ones attacking your throat chakra. This whole group could have been attacking your throat chakra. Because the magician in the reverse is all these motherfuckers, this magicians in the reverse that was doing some shit they was supposed to. If they got no sign on it, this all these motherfuckers. So they all was attacking your throat chakra collective, maybe because they didn't want you to reveal the truth. Maybe they knew that you had knowledge of what they were trying to do, or at least you was getting on the right track, going in the right direction when it came to knowing what they were trying to do or what they have done or what so have you. So they could have been attacking you in multiple ways, multiple times. This Aquarius in this situation could have been attacking your heart chakra. Maybe this Aquarius was someone that you were romantically dealing with, and that's why they were able to attack your heart chakra because they were actually connected to your heart collective. You may have had love for this person, or you could have been in love with this person at one point. Like I said, if this was someone that you actually dealt with, so they felt like it would be easier for them to attack your heart chakra because they were actually connected to you. And then there's Gemini, the Capricorn, the Pisces and the Aries could have all been attacking your root chakra. And then the Taurus, the Libra, and the Cancer could have all been attacking your third eye. So I don't know what part these people play in your life, but being as though their positions in your life maybe had them orchestrating who was going to attack what due to what position they held in your life, how they knew you, how long they knew you, what they know about you, what so have you. That's just what I'm getting. Then we got returning to one's root in the upright Scorpio energy. So you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart. Or this could be the Scorpio that's involved as we pulled last, a Scorpio female. So, like I said, you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, or there could be another Scorpio that's also involved in this situation. Or the Scorpio could be your child collected. So, you could be seeing your child, visiting your child, or this could be someone that you have childhood memories with. Now, this could be someone from someone's childhood, someone involved in all this mess. They could be someone's childhood friend, but they could have been getting influence because they knew someone from their childhood. So they could have been influenced to be involved in this situation or have a hand in this situation because of one of their childhood friends influenced them to. Now, I don't know if they travel from home to do this because they could be homesick, so they could be somewhere else. They could have had to travel somewhere else to play their part in it, collective. But they could be in nostalgia right now. They could be wanting to reunite with someone. They could be wanting to reunite with their kids. If this is someone who has a child or have children, they could be wanting to reunite with their children because them having to travel away from home, they could have had to leave their kids behind. I mean, if you doing some shit you ain't supposed to be doing, you're not really too sure the outcome. I mean, That's the best bet is to leave your kids where they at. But they could be wanting to reunite with them, play with them. They could see them as creative, kind, goodwill, or collective. You could have a Scorpio child and you could be returning back home wanting to reunite with your children after all of this is said and done. Or after all this is said and done, you will be able to do this. Maybe all of this took you away from your children in one way or another. Maybe you felt that was what you had to do, or you may be someone who don't have physical custody of your children, so you don't see them as much. Whatever the case is, collective, you could be reuniting with them. And then we have the balance in the reverse, also Capricorn energy, as we already got Capricorn, the devil in the reverse out here. But this Capricorn, they could be lacking balance at this time. They could be lacking organization. So they could be someone who's normally organized, but now they could be unorganized. They could be headed to poverty, and they could be in poverty. They could be someone who make poor financial decisions. So whoever the Capricorn is in a situation, maybe they invested a lot when it came to this. Maybe they invested in spell work. Shit, it ain't cheap to buy. Hello, everybody. If I didn't get everybody, or the ones that I didn't get, if they invested in some of this spell work, like I said, these people could have attacked you on a count of one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 13 times. So they could have either paid different magicians, different practitioners to do certain things, like I said, or they could have just invested a lot of money into everything that they needed every time they wanted to come and attack you, collective. So now, after pushing all this money out to do this work on you, collective, to try and make things go their way, they could have realized that they made poor financial decisions. And now, them poor financial decisions got them in poverty or headed to cray, man. That cray, that cray, that cray. Now, I'm going to see if a few more will pop out. If not, we going to hop on over to the telepathy oracles. You know, it's crazy how sometimes you like when it rains, but sometimes you don't. You be like, why is raining? But then sometimes you be like, yeah, it rain. That's how I be, at least. I don't know. That's how I be. Sometimes I be like, why the fuck is it raining, dog? This shit messing everything up. Dog. I don't feel like getting wet. Just yucky. And sometimes I'm like, I can't wait to go out in the rain, get wet. It's so weird, dog. It's weird. All right, let's see. Any more messages? Any last messages, Spirit, for this reading? Oh, wait, shit. All right, let's see. Yep. Say no, let me stop. Judgment in the upright. So yeah. These people could be under judgment collective. They could be trying to self-evaluate collective. They could be assed out, ass naked. Hey yo, I'm no good, dog. Hey yo, they could be having an awakening when it comes to the situation, or they could be getting judgment due to someone's awakening. Could be your awakening collective because now you know what the freak they were up to and what they are still up to if they are still doing this. They could be wanting to renew things in a situation. They could be trying to hold their composure, keep their composure in a situation. Maybe they just want to wild out. I don't know. They could be indecisive at this time. Maybe they could be wondering how the hell this happened, how we ain't see this coming. Because this judgment could have came in quick. And they ain't know what the fuck hit them. That's why they naked. That shit could have came. It could have came when they was least suspected. Yes, probably just got out the shower. Police, open up. So they got caught off guard by this judgment, honey. And now they could be wanting forgiveness in the situation. Now that they being judged for what the freak they been doing. I be trying not to cuss because I be cussing up a storm. Shit, I be cussing like I said. I be trying, y'all. Bear with me. And here we are. We got the chakra once again. So all because of your crown collective, these people are getting judged because you brought truth to the situation. You figured out the plot and the plan. You got information. You got the 411 on what was going down and what they still was trying to make go down. And now your crown is the reason why they getting judged. You know what I'm saying? And then we got dreams in the reverse, also Scorpio energy. So, like I said, if this Scorpio is someone's childhood friend that was influenced by their childhood friend to have a hand in this, they could be stepping into reality, coming back to reality, snapping the fuck out of it. Excuse me. Didn't I just say I was trying to? But they could be getting clarity in the situation. Like I said, they could have believed in whoever this childhood friend was, which made them add their 2 cents into the situation or made them involve themselves into the situation because they trusted their childhood friend who influenced them to be involved in all of this. And also, they could have made a poor choice. They could be drinking at this time. They could have a lack of options and opportunities. Maybe they was sleeping with this childhood friend and they shit burning. As you see, the main option is the big option. And I would look at it like that's they shit. So, and to me, that always looked like a mushroom head. So they could have slept with whoever this childhood friend was or is, and they got burned by this person. So now all the options that they thought they had they realize that they no longer have these options because of this. Because, like I said, if they do got a, big wang wang, they could have had a lot of options and opportunities. But now that that shit no good, no bueno, now they can realize they have a lack of options and opportunities. Now, if they was told to come in and sleep with somebody, give them this gift of fire, they could realize that they have ran out of options and opportunities to do this because of the judgment that is being called on everybody involved. And we got isolation in the upright Pisces energy. So the Pisces that's involved, they could be isolating themselves at this time. They could be feeling trapped in a situation, feeling confined, feeling cornered, feeling like their hands tied. They could be feeling victimized. Now, this person, eyes wrapped up, body wrapped up, swords all around them, they could be locked up. So, if it ain't this Aquarius who got locked up, it could be this Pisces, or this Pisces in this Aquarius could have got locked up. They could have been the first ones to get locked up. And that's why they could be feeling trapped, feeling confined. A cell is a confined place. And hands tied, shit, hands behind your back, cuff, clink, clink. So, yeah, they could be feeling victimized, like they're the victim in the situation. Now that they're being judged for having a hand in all this, they could feel restricted. Of course, I mean, if you behind bars, there ain't too much you can do for real. They could be feeling bound, paralyzed by fear and terror. Maybe they don't know what's gonna happen next. They don't know who gonna happen next. Let me stop playing. They could be anxious, feeling stressed, hopeless, helpless, powerlessness. In silence, they could feel like they are in a crisis. Lord. Like, whew. And then we have the moon in the uprights, Pisces energy as well. So this Pisces could have been trying to use their intuition, or maybe this Pisces didn't know how intuitive you were, collective. This Pisces could be howling at the moon, or wasn't using their intuition when it came to howling at the moon and involving themselves and trying to be this magician or a part of these magicians, dipping their hands in stuff they really didn't know what it came with. They could be hallucinating. They could be having dreams. They could be unstable, well, unstable. They could be unstable due to their deception. They could be in anxiety and fear, like I already said with the isolation card. They could be misunderstanding or feeling like they are misunderstood, or like they misunderstood someone, or maybe they feel like they misunderstood what they were doing when they were doing it. They could be insecure at this time, or they could have indulged in what this was when it came to their insecurities. So they could feel like their insecurities could have drove them to do the things that they were doing against you, collective. And they could have a lot of mental tension. Now, Scorpion is a Scorpio or a Cancer. I know that's stupid, right? It should be a Scorpio. So if it is a Scorpio, because it's a scorpion, they could have been working with a Scorpio, as you see that scorpion in the picture with them howling in the moon. So they could have been working with another Pisces. So this could be two Pisces out here in a Scorpio. So them themselves, like I said, they could have had their own little main main people that was doing this. Like I said, everybody could have had they little groups of cliques, but they all had a ultimate goal, and that was to get you caught up, not them. But their main people in the clique could have been another Pisces and a Scorpio. And this third eye again. So maybe they thought their third eye was open, but it was all a fantasy. They could be restless at this time, getting a lack of sleep. Their path may not be clear. They may need to take things one step at a time. Maybe they're coming into a higher level of subconsciousness now that they are being judged for what they've done. And like I said, they just got to do the work. They got to suffer the consequences and take things one step at a time. And then we have budgeting and the upright, excuse me, Capricorn energy. As we got Capricorn, what, three times now? It's Capricorn. They could be trying to budget because they know that they're headed towards poverty for making these poor financial decisions. They could be getting caught up with these people, or there could be another Capricorn that's actually on the up and up that's actually catching these people up. They could be catching these people up in regards to a property that was left to someone. So maybe they are realizing that these people did all this due to a property, due to issues that they had with this person. Maybe they had issues with this person because of a property that was left to them, as well as money that people could have been hoarding. This could have been a deep rooted problem that this Capricorn is realizing that these people had with this person. They could realize that this is something from the past. This is a problem of the past that these people had with this person because they could have been upset with this person due to, like I said, a property that was left to this person, some money that was left to them, or some money that was kept from them. So maybe these people had the position to help a person, or they were supposed to give this person some money of some sort, and they chose to hoard money away from this person. They chose to be stingy. They chose to be controlling when it came to giving this person money, whether if this was money owed to them, money they worked for, or money they could have just helped them with, whether if giving or getting. They could have been possessive over what was, excuse me, someone else's. So, like I said to the Capricorn that came in here earlier, it's a Capricorn that ain't on the up and up, and then it could be one that actually is on the up and up that's getting these people caught up. Like I said, so I don't know if this is someone of authority that is talking to this Pisces or this Aquarius, whichever of these ones that got locked up first, or like I said, if they both got locked up around the same time, this Capricorn could have been able to speak with one of them if they reside in the state which one of them has gotten locked up. So they could have knowledge of what was going on in regards to this property, this money, how people were trying to control a person, control a situation, be possessive over something that or things that this person was left. And the fact that they were trying to target and blackmail this person, extort this person through trying to give them a STD and getting it on CCTV for the world to see so that they could come off as the person that gave these people it. So if all these people is burning because they wanted to be in these lesbian and male male on male, everybody sleeping with everybody swinger type shit, they could all be burning with whatever STD this is. But yeah, now on to the telepathy oracle because we spent enough time and we got down and dirty with this reading. We got enough info. I think that's it for this. So we're gonna get some additional and then start closing this thing out. That's just where it's at with it. So like I said, after this truth is out, if they still feel bold enough to carry this plan and plot out collective, like I said, you may need to be careful when it comes to a Sagittarius male. Right now, shit, I wouldn't even date nobody until this court date is over because people can lie about their zodiacs. People, when you know certain people, you're able to do certain things, get certain things, and people could do all types of things. I don't put shit past nobody. You get a fake ID, and that shit could have a whole different sign and you something else, but your ID saying that you this. So I wouldn't trust it. I'm just saying, especially if you want what is owed to you anymore. I'll take that. So we got study. Now, like I said earlier in the reading, if you study at some sort of university, if you're in a university of some sort getting education, you may need to study at this time or just in general. You may be studying something, studying these people, or they could have been studying you on how to get away with what they needed to get away with. And then we have let love show you how to learn from each other. So, like I said, if some of these people were people that you actually loved, these were lovers that they were sending in, lovers that you dealt with, you could have needed to let love show you how to learn from each other. So, not only you needed to learn from these people that you had relationships with when it comes to love or that you love or the friend, family, whoever these people were to you, like I said, these people had a part in your life in some way or another, so they knew how to attack you, period. So you needed to learn from these people as well as they needed to learn from you. Now, you could have remained sturdy through all of this. Like I said, even though you could have felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulder, you still kept getting back up because if they had to keep attacking you and over and over again, you obviously was getting back up after each attack. So These people could have known that it was something in you that was holding you up. And the love that you had for some of these people could have been why things went in your favor or is going in your favor. Maybe you were the one not doing anything to these people, but you were just allowing these people to do whatever it is they were going to do without not even retaliating back. And that right there could have showed them that they need to learn from you. So that was their way of learning because through how they treated you and what they did to you, it caused them to be judged. And how they were judged was harshly and in a way that they weren't expecting. So now they've learned. Then we have indication. Watch for signs that lead you to true love. So you could have been getting signs from these people that maybe your true love is you, collective. Or these people could have did all of this because not only did you have property and some money or whatsoever, like I said, you could have had a true love that actually wanted to be your husband. Like I said earlier in the reading, the karmics that someone that you dealt with that you either viewed as a husband or they viewed themselves as your husband or wanted to one day become your husband. They pillow talked to these people and got them started, and they jumped on the bandwagon. So you could need to watch for signs that lead you to true love because maybe that was your true love, or there could be signs leading you to an actual true love that ain't even out here. This could be someone that you ain't even meet. But I myself, I'm speaking, I'm going to say my true love is me. Now, y'all can go back and listen to the poem that I wrote. This heart isn't for sale. But that's pretty much explaining why I view myself as my true love. Because through everything I've been through, everybody that I've dealt with, I realized I was the only true person who was capable of loving me, especially loving me correctly and loving me in the way that I needed to be loved. Instead of looking on the outside, expecting these people to love me in the way that I wanted to be loved, they did the complete opposite. They tried to destroy me. So I had to love me. I hear that. Power to becoming your own true love. Yes, honey. Yes. So I would say that's for you becoming your own true love, especially if you are someone that encounter a lot of people being sent your way just to come in and be deceitful, be negative, set you up, and all types of things. You know, when it's time for you to have who you're supposed to have, you'll know. You will know. Hello. Because that person would have gone through the journey just like you, would have learned through the journey just like you, and actually learned. Because people could go through journeys but keep bumping their head, making the same mistakes, and not learning or not wanting to change throughout the journey. And you not wanting to change, you dealing with the same people, you making the same mistakes. That's part of you not learning. Damn! I'm trying to get like you. I'm doing the journey. I'm trying to get like you. Amen to that. For real. Yes, then we had twin flame. Twin flames themselves contain aspect of each other's personality. So maybe you felt close with a person that was your twin flame in this situation because your twin flame could have been a part of this. And maybe you felt so drawn to them, or like you guys were meant to come together in this lifetime because you guys share certain aspects of each other's personality. So you could have had a pull to them to where as though you could have been with them for a long time, didn't want to let go, or had a hard time letting go, or they had a hard time letting you go. But either you or them didn't realize that one party was the lesson and one of y'all was the blessing. Now, somewhere in the situation, someone fumbled the blessing, but you collective, it must have got the lesson finally and got on up out of there. You welcome. So just because a person is your twin flame, you do not have to necessarily be with them. Like I said, they either gonna be a lesson or a blessing on your journey. Only way they're going to be a blessing is if they put in the work to be who they're supposed to be for you guys to come together and thrive. Your twin flame cannot be trying to set you up. They would not be trying to set you up. They would not be lying, cheating, and talking about you to other females, putting you in bad situations, period. If they were a blessing. that's that's not a blessing. Like, nah. Not at all. So yeah. Don't ever think that just cause somebody a twin flame, you supposed to stick it in there or we meant to be. No, in this lifetime, somebody ain't get the memo, so they changed that. What you was meant is to learn a lesson. And then we got rekindle. Every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. Now, like I said out here earlier, if you have children, especially a Scorpio child, you could be reuniting with the child or your children, and you could be rekindling with them. But you could realize that through this twin flame journey, if you had children with your twin flame, that even though the twin flame journey was a lesson, it came out with a blessing, which was your children. So y'all had magical moments to be able to create these children. So, like I said, you could be reuniting with them, being playful with them. And then we have time. Let time forget those scars. So, it ain't gonna happen overnight. It's gonna be things that trigger you. It's gonna be things that remind you of certain things and certain people. And you may even feel an emotion from it. But an emotion is natural, as I always say. It's what we're supposed to have, emotions. You gotta feel the midges. So you gotta just let time tell, time take its course. So you could forget that you were even scarred in the first place. Then we have commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. So maybe you dealt with a lot of non-committal people or uncommittal people, however you want to say it. Or maybe you was once that way. Or like I said, if you dealt with a lot of people who didn't want to be committed, you can realize that the commitment part is actually the most important factor of a successful relationship. So now you could just be committed to yourself, committed to your journey, committed to your higher power, and having a successful relationship with your higher power as well as yourself first before you try to have one with anyone else. So you could be learning what commitment really is. Yes, me as well. I'm telling you. And it was difficult, but I got through. I'm getting through it. I know that's right. Then we have past life. We reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. So, yeah, this twin flame could have been from a past life collective. That's true, Terry. And then we have spirit. Your spirit is about to be sublimated. So, you could be being uplifted at this time. You could be being renewed, just feeling fresh, spirit just uplifted, spirit feeling clean and just rejuvenated, just new after you going through certain things, learning certain things, and changing. I'm going to pull some Lost Girl, Made Woman, the High Priestess, and then we going to end this thing because we've been on chill for a while now. I like how mofos like to derive. They be all in my BI, all in my MILF. All right, Spirit. Any last messages? Yep, right here. Hunger. Heartbreak. Even when broken, you still remain solid. So, collective, you could have been heartbroken many a times. You could have gotten your heart broke plenty of times. Like I said, your heart could have been shattered. But even through all of it, you still remained a solid person. You still remained who you are. You still believed in what you believed in when it came to love, how to love, or what so have you. You just remained a good person even after all the heartbreak. And then we have your throne awaits. So you could be a god or a goddess. Salute to you all that are gods and goddesses. And we have marriage proposal, next level in union. So, like I said, later on down the line, when you actually are ready, you could be getting a marriage proposal, going to the next level, stepping into a union with someone. Maybe it took for you to go through all of this to be prepared for this. So it's either that, or like I said, you may need to watch and really know who you're dealing with because they could be trying to come in with a marriage proposal if this ain't all said and done. So if all this ain't done yet, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't do it. That's just my opinion. For one, if you just coming out of this, to be honest, you ain't ready because you gotta heal before you step into something again. I know I gotta heal before I step into something again. Now, to be in the talking stage, to really get to know someone, really take the time, all right, that's cool. But to be taking any major steps like this, I say that I have to wait until longer down the line. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown. I ain't your mama's. And we got divine union. So yeah, this could be a divine union of some sort that is going to come to you once you're ready. Maybe once you even take this seat on your throne, maybe you will meet a God. And if you meet a God, someone on your level, someone believe in what you believe, and like I said, someone that went through the journey just like you did the hard work just like you did, now that you can make an exception for. Because there's somebody that's actually deserving of you. Everybody on different timelines. Some people heal quicker than others. So you may be ready for it. You know who you are. You know what you've gone through. Like Shorty said, 6 years, and she damn sure ready. If you ask me, yeah, like you the real MVP. Shit, do that. And then we got regret. So someone could be in regret, or there could be multiple people in a situation in regret. And they could be in regret because they're being judged for what they have done. They could be in regret because they realize they made a lot of mistakes when it came to you, collective. They could be disappointed in themselves, disappointed in the situation not going the way that they wanted it to go. They could feel like it is a missed opportunity with not only you, but with the situation. So they missed out on you as well as what they could have obtained if they could have really completed what they were trying to do to you. Hello. And then we have generational curse breaker. So you could be breaking all curses on your lineage at this time. And then we have recalling your power. You could be reclaiming what's rightfully yours, collective. Once this is all said and done, once you have taken your seat on your throne, realize that you are this God or this goddess stepping into your rightful position and getting what's rightfully yours, what you're rightfully owed. They normally do fall for the copycats. Crazy, right? But see, that's why they asses be like this and regret missing the opportunities. That's all we can do, for real, for real. But asking, we also got to do our part too in making sure because he gonna send red flags. And it's on us to take heed to those red flags or to let them bypass us. And when we don't listen or pay attention to the red flags that he be trying to send us, that's when we get fucked up. So we just gotta have more discernment in the situation. That's why I'm scared right now. I don't even want to deal with it because I don't trust myself right now because I don't know. Cause I got too much of a good heart, and sometimes you let shit woo fly over your head. So, um, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. I don't even want to deal with it right now. For real though, that's how it be. I'm just being honest. But y'all, it was good. This was fun. Had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And I hope to see you all again. To go through the dark night of this. I know that's right for real, because I had to, and it was rough. It was rough. I'm just coming out of it. So I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling. Shit, I can't even say struggling. I'm struggling. That's how much of a struggle it is. Shit, I'm just coming out of it, man. So I know. But anyways, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Deuces. I'll indeed.